Hi people, welcome to another workout, yeah? And I'm really excited about this, right? Because I've been thinking about it for a long time, yeah? Now, I'm using a product called Proton Fitness, yeah? It's all this stuff. It's all these bands, yeah? Now, what I believe is you can get just as good a workout with bands as what you can if you trot down to the gym. So what I'm aiming these workouts at is people that just absolutely don't want to train in the gym, they don't want to touch weights at all, yeah. So I'm going to show you how you can get the benefits of weight training, band training. Now, these, because you're training with bands, people, yeah, what people don't realise is when the training is, and you get bogged down by it, you get bogged down by they call it progressive resistance. You get bogged down with progressive resistance, and what you think at gym is that you've continuously got to add the weight to make your muscles bigger. It's kind of a myth. Time under tension makes muscles bigger, and if you use your power of your mind and contraction, yeah, you can make that tension as easy or as hard as possible. Now, I did a bit of an experiment this morning. I went to the gym. I ditched all my heavy weights and I trained with an empty bar and the smallest dumbbells I could find in gym, yeah. And I used my muscle contraction and tension, yeah. I swapped my sets. I made my sets instead of 12s, I made them 8s, and I only did 3 sets of 8 on every exercise, yeah. And I literally engaged, squeezed through the movement, held, squeezed through the contract, squeezed through the negative, held, and stretch. Yeah, and then I squeezed through the contraction, squeeze, then I squeezed through the negative, it's possible, and then stretched, held, yeah. And it was horrendous, people, yeah, it was horrendous, right? So I'm going to show you how to build muscle with ease, yeah. And it's a product you can buy on Amazon if you're interested. I got the lot, and they're called Proton Fitness Bands, yeah. So without further ado, we'll get ready and we'll do a workout, yeah. And I'll show you that you can do a workout at home. You don't need to go to the gym and you don't need your weights, yeah. Right, so I better show you how to set it up in first place. I mean, you've got this little toggle here, and it goes on the other side of your door. So you open your door, stick that toggle on, close your door, and make sure that that door won't open, right? We've got a lock on our door, so we know it won't open, but it's advisable to put it on the other side because it'll never open from the other side. You get your resistance bands, they go on clips, you unclip that. Hold the heavy part, don't you smash your door, you wind that into there, like that. You put your handles on, and we're good to go, yeah. Now I'm going to have to turn my back to you, I'm afraid, but sorry. Right, so we're doing lat pull downs. Just got to figure out a way now to make that shorter so that I can get full stretch, yeah. I'll sort it. Right, welcome back here. We finally sorted something out, yeah. I've got black band and blue band together because it makes it quite stronger. Now the problem is because they're so long, you can't do the traditional lat pull down as you would on, you know, you just sit at a bench, wouldn't you, and you just pull it down to the front. You can't do that per se because of the kind of length of them. So I've got to adapt it. So I'm going to do one from front. I'll show you an adaptation of that, and then I'll do one from back. And if you do them both, it does hit the entire muscle what you'd hit at the gym. But unfortunately, because it's bands, you have to do 2 things. So I'm sorry to put me back to you, but I'll do a set of the first one. So basically, get a nice stretch on the band. Get on your legs, don't kneel on your knees. Lean forward, get a good stretch, and pull. Hold it, and then let it out, but don't let it out, squeeze. Squeeze it all the time, keep all that tension on. Keep your back straight when you do these. and pull your arms wide so that you're getting the long, the wide grip lat pull down, yeah. Contract everything, squeeze it hard as you can and keep it squeezed on the way up. Stretch, squeeze. Squeeze. And feel your body, lean into it so your lats are working, yeah. There, 8 of them, yeah. Now, as we progress, people, it's something that we're going to get used to, yeah. I've never done these before, I've always done them at gym. But it's something that we'll work out together, yeah, how to train and get everything that you do at a gym at home, right? So I'm going to take the shirt off, I'm going to do one more set, just so you can see what that looks like on the back. And you can watch video over, or you can watch this video yourself and watch it. And if nothing's happening, it's not working, change it. So we'll see, we'll have a look and do it. So, don't kneel on your knees, kneel on your shins. Get a stretch on there, lean forward, full stretch. And then, don't have any momentum in it, actually squeeze your back and then pull. Hold, and then keep the tension on while you relax. And then stretch. Squeeze, then pull. Engage and pull. And then squeeze it hard as you can at end. It's that squeeze that'll get you big. And pull wide, because they're wide lat pull downs. Squeeze, big squeeze, and then keep the tension on and stretch. That's your first set of them. That went pretty well, I think. I felt it all the way down, yeah. I felt it in the small of my back and right in the middle of my back, so it did do that. Right, we did 2 sets facing away from camera. We're going to do 2 sets facing camera now and see how that works out. Just do it at a different head. Right, so get the bands, shuffle forward. Remember, don't kneel on your knees, kneel on your shins. Right, so and when you get forward, engage your lats, right, and then pull to the shoulder, but keep them pulled forward so you engage your lats. That's a bit heavy, is that, for these? I'll just change the weight. So I've got just 1 black band on, yeah. Remember, not on your knees, on your shins. So shuffle forward, and then that's it. Pull the lats forward so you get the tension, and then from there pull, and your shoulders should be squeezed. So hold it, and then don't allow it to just fly out. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Pulling forward, 1. So you should feel that tension, it shouldn't go. Pull your elbows downwards like that. Don't let them flare out. Pull them down, tuck them in. Keep tension on. Two more. Remember, this is instinctual training, people, so if you can't feel it, adjust yourself so you can. Big squeezes there. Hold it, squeeze it, and stretch. There we go. Right, so we've had 1 minute's rest, yeah, and we're going to go on to the next set of these. So we did 2 sets facing that way to hit that concentric, and we're doing 2 sets facing this way to hit the rest of it, yeah. Now what you'll find, apart from it being a light exercise as well, it's a proper upper back exercise. The whole of the upper back gets it as well. And you have to sort of like fiddle about to get your lats into play, but you do get them into play, so it's worth it. So go for other set now of 8. Right, reason we're doing 8s, people, is because it should be extremely difficult, because you should be making it difficult, yeah? You're not getting from A to B. You're squeezing and life out of it, and you're squeezing life out of your muscles. That's why you only need 8, yeah? Because basically it's dynamic contraction that we're doing, yeah? So, right, this shoulder's struggling, by the way, so if you see a weird and wonderful happening on this side, it's because it really hurts. So, pull it forward, engage your lats, see them? Engage. Right, now pull it down, chuck your elbows down, and then go around in an arch and back to lats, and then lean into it to pull it in, to pull it into play. 1. Lean into it. 2. It's as hard as you want to make it, people, yeah? Lean, stretch. 3. Don't let that stretch go. 4. Remember, it's time under tension. It's not how much weight you're lifting. 5. Don't rush it just because you're getting tired. 6. 2 more. Squeeze. 7. 1 more. Really hurting now, yeah? Remember to breathe. Make it count. Stretch into it. 8. And relax. So that's 2 sets of the intervals, 2 sets of these. That's enough. We're going to go on to close grip now, yeah? Take a breather, 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, and come back for 3 sets of close grip. So traditionally on these, you'd be sat in a bench and you'd go upwards and pull down that way. Yeah, these are close lat pull down. So you go upwards and pull down to there, wouldn't you, traditionally? But we haven't got that luxury. So I've got a pillar for my knees, cushion, always protecting these people, yeah? I've got a black and blue band on the door. So let's get a good stretch. Bit further back. About there. Let's get a good stretch on that. Let's have a look. So this time you've got to lean into it vertically like that. Yeah, to give that position. Hold your fists close together and pull to the top of the chest. Yeah, but don't pull with your arms, draw down with your lats. So engage your lats first and then draw down. And lean into the squeeze. Hold it. Slowly out, squeezing out time. Lean into it. Hold it. Six. Remember to keep your head in neutral. Squeeze with your lats. Hold it. Eight of them. Have a rest. Have a minute. Come back and do another set of them, yeah. I've just watched that first set back and I've noticed on there that you're seeing my winging scapula. You've got to try and draw the scapula down and keep it in your shoulder blades. Unfortunately that's damaged. I've got a winging scapula at the moment which I am getting treated to get better, but that winging that you can see, you don't want to see that, yeah. This is because I'm injured. You want to see your shoulder blade retracted and held in its socket, yeah. I'm going to try and do it now, but because it's damaged it's quite difficult, but I'll try and do it. Right. So pull your shoulder blade down into the socket first, down like that. So retract your lats and then pull. But you're pulling to there. So your palms are facing each other. So there's a lot to think about really. Right, so engage, pull your shoulder blades into sockets and then pull. Hold it, full squeeze, and then slowly contract. Six. There's a lot to think about, people. There's a lot to think about with bands. 7. You should be shaking by now. Should be getting really difficult now, yeah. If it's not getting difficult, people, right, you're not training properly, yeah. I can't stress that enough, right? You've got to, you put it in, you put the time in and the effort in, yeah. Remember, you're training with bands. All the strength and the resistance has got to come from within you, yeah. And this is why they're called resistance bands. You don't just get the resistance from the bands, yeah. Because I mean, I could pull these all day. You've got to create a certain amount of resistance with your own body, and this is what people forget when they're training, yeah. They think that the weights are the progressive resistance, and it's not. It's progressive tension, yeah. I can tense that and generate a massive amount of force, more than probably what I could lift on a bar, yeah, through tensing, yeah. And this is what, it's a lost art, people, yeah. People need to remember it, yeah. This is why you can train at home, and this is why you can get muscles. I mean, at the moment, I look pretty flat, and it's because I've lost 4 stone. I purposely lost 4 stone, yeah. I'm in the building phase now, and I'm really excited to share this with you, because give it a few months, you're going to get a shock. I'm going to be ripped to shreds, yeah. And it's because I've nearly done all the stripping. I've still got a little bit to lose, but I've slowed down on that now, and I'm going to start building muscle. But yeah, if you've come and joined me at the right time, to be honest with you, because we're experimenting with other ways to train. There's not just one way to train, and we're starting at the beginning of an episode, really, in my journey. But I love it. I love training at home, and I love what you can learn. Yeah. It's all right trying to be everybody else, people. Yeah, but you know what? It's your body, and there's only you can decide what your body's capable of and what it's going to do. There's only you can change that. Yeah, you've got to listen to your own movements. Yeah, have a rest and come back for the next set. What I've realised is as well, these are close grip, and I keep forgetting. So I've clipped all bands together, so I can't open them now. They're all clipped together, so I won't mistakenly open them up. It's made them a bit tighter as well. So engage them lats, flatten your back, sit down into it, engage and pull, squeeze, and squeeze on the way out as well. It sounds impossible, but it's not. Full stretch, engage and pull, squeeze and out, full stretch. And always stop as well at end, because what you don't want to train through, you don't want to train through momentum. You don't want to just get from A to B. This is A to B, momentum, yeah, you want to stop that. So you want a full stop, engage, and then pull through contraction. And you're contracting up way out as well. And then stretch. And trust me, if you've got any shoulder weaknesses anywhere, this will sort them out. I've got a muscle that don't work in this shoulder that's on camera, and it is starting to burn now because it's got no choice but to work. Squeeze. Full stretch. Ow! I've actually lost count, but I am done actually, so I'm stopping there here on them ones. Listen to your body. Training with bands is not about training to failure, it's about training till you're done, yeah, because you can overdo it. Yeah, I'm done. The check-in, the finish, yeah, I'll feel it tomorrow. So this time we're taking a toggle and we're putting it under the door, yeah? Hopefully it'll go. Now make sure your toggle's set. Don't do what I did last time. It frightened life out of me. If you listen to the first exercise, it makes a little bit of a bang and it frightened life out of me because I thought it was going to hit me. Right, so get your black band. Get rid of that blue band. I'm hoping this is strong enough. But remember, you create the tension, so it should be. Put it under there, double it over, clip it. It's fairly difficult exercise. So with these, you're using your right hand, you're leaning with your left leg, right? So come right back, lean forward. Very subtle movement this, because you're trying to do it without moving. So lean forward and then pull back and row. Engage your lats. That's 8, quite a difficult movement. I just wish I had a bit more space. So I'm going to have to squat down. If you're after a bit more stretch, squat down a bit more. Yep. Engage that lat here and then get a stretch. Remember, keep your back straight. Try and create that full stretch, engage, and then pull. Swap over. It's quite intense, this, people, to be fair. Right. So engage your lat and then pull. Full stretch. And you're also getting a leg workout. I might have to lean actually, she's tired. The reason I've gone down onto the knees, the leg were taking over the exercise and I'm not training legs. Full stretch. Remember, always hold it there, because then you get full contraction. Swap legs. So get a full stretch, contract, then pull. Full stretch. You might have to lean back into the stretch if you've no room. Yeah, you do all you can. Contract. Just be aware of your body all the time. You create the workout. Last set. These are actually killers, these. It's harder than gym, I'll be honest. Remember, you're using your lat. So your lat should do pulling and your arm follows. Last set, I am genuinely shattered. Right, so get that stretch, draw back and then pull. But always keep your back straight. Eight. Ultimate concentration, ultimate flexion all time, yeah. That was actually harder than the gym. No two ways about it, yeah. No bones about it. That was actually harder than the gym. I recruited muscles in this body that I didn't even know I had. Right, seated rows now, yeah. Quite difficult on bands, but we just got to make it work somehow, yeah. So off we go. So I've got the black band on the door. Get back enough so that you can create a stretch. Now, which is about there, yeah. So draw your shoulders back and pull to your stomach, hold it, and then without drawing your shoulders forward, let out so your lats tense and then draw forward. Yeah, and then there, set, pull. And another thing as well, these, pull them that way, like try to rip them apart. There. Once you get to there, yeah, then pull them. Oh. Just adds an extra dimension. Pull to your stomach. What you try to do when you do these is pull past your stomach, through it, low, and then you get full back extension. People go high on these, it's wrong. You should go low, low, and you'll feel difference. It gets you all your back, your shoulders. I've actually lost count there, people, yeah, but that'll do. Another set of these. So, shuffle back, yeah, till you feel that stretch. Set your shoulder blades back. So lean forward for a stretch, I didn't feel it, so a bit further back. Lean forward, yep, that's it. So engage and pull through your stomach. Don't lean back, round your back and pull your shoulder blades back. And lean forward. No. That's where the money shot is, that's where the money is, yeah, that hold. When you're training with bands, that's where your muscles building. Yeah, we're not doing this, people, yeah. We're not just wanting to get over and done with, yeah. I can do that all day long, all day, yeah. What I can't do all day is contraction, really squeeze it, mind to muscle, and then, yeah. If you try it, you'll feel difference, yeah. We're not getting from A to B, we're training back. Right, so if we go last exercise, it's pretty brutal this, people, yeah, but it's as brutal as you make it. Right, shuffle back. Could do with a bit more room, to be honest. I could do with a bit more stretch. But if you haven't got the room and you haven't got the stretch, add another band, yeah, and that just creates that tension, more tension. So, got enough room here. Could do with a bit more light, but right. So, shoulders back, draw forward, let the lats engage, yeah, and then draw back and pull to your bottom of your stomach, one. And you'll feel it right at the bottom of your shoulders, then bottom of your back. Six. Seven. Eight. Right, we're moving on to upright rows now. I've swapped the black band for a yellow band, quite easy, because the upright row that we're doing is more of a shoulder exercise rather than a trap exercise. When you're after a certain type of physique, you don't want big bulky traps, because they make you look like a turtle, like you've got a shell on your back, and it's not the athletic physique that I'm looking for. It's a different physique that I'm after, yeah, more aesthetic, or eventually, yeah, I'll get there. But when you build this up, yeah, you just end up looking like a ninja turtle, yeah, and it doesn't look good. It makes your shoulders look smaller, and they start there and then there. So this is more of a shoulder exercise, more of a deltoid. So I'll have to turn my back to you, but stand here. Yep, draw it up towards the shoulders, then up to the head. Two movements, that are. And then squeeze. So draw it back. It's a bit like you're pulling it to your chin, and then you pull it to your chin and then you're drawing your shoulders back, yeah? Right, I've got room now. So chin pull and then up to there. It's not exactly an upright row, but it's very similar. And as close as you're going to get with bands, especially this length. So traditional upright rows like that, yeah, but we're doing that. Now the reason I don't do that and then do that is because it closes that gap. So really I don't want to do that. I want to go straight into that, not that and then that, yeah. Right, so yeah. Very difficult, yeah, and it did hit traps out, believe it or not. It got right at back at traps. Remember, tense everything all the time. Right, last set of these, yeah. So they're a bit like shrugs, but they're a bit like a chin pull, shoulder rotation exercise, yeah. But they do sort of the same things. If you can't pull up slow like that and do that twist slow, then your band's too heavy. Yeah. Get your full potential out of the band that you're on first. Make sure you can fully do it, yeah, and it's completely not doing nothing anymore before you move on. People move on too fast. It's a lesson that I've learned the hard way. And this is how people plateau, they get strong too quick, and there's nowhere else to go then, yeah. Whereas with this, you squeeze every last ounce out of the band, and then move on. That's why it's slow and precise. If you find yourself rushing, slow yourself down. Right, that's it for them. Now we've got to work out how to do bent over rowing. Right people, all I can say is thank goodness for edits, yeah, because I've just spent a good 10 minutes trying to work out how to do this with ease, yeah. And it's impossible. They're just too big. Whoever invented these needs a crack, yeah, because they're too long. They're just that little bit too long. Right, so let's go for black resistance bands, yeah. So put your foot on it, stretch it out, yeah. Bend your knees and then pull. Listen, you're going to have to do the best you can really, because this is all we've got. Stand up slightly when you pull, get a bit more stretch. Remember, squeeze your back, right back. Hold it. And don't worry if it comes fully off, because sometimes that re-engagement on these makes a massive difference. So that's them, yeah. Now, because of the way I was positioned then, that hit me in my glutes, hit my hamstrings, hit my calves, and hit my back as well, yeah. And it wasn't worth all that hassle. Right, while I'm still resting, I've got some good news for you, from my point of view, yeah. I measured my waist this morning, I've officially lost 8 inches. So my waist is now 35 on the tape measure, yeah. I want to get down to 30 at least, and I've got a fair bit to go. Yeah, it don't look like it, but it is a fair bit to go. And this skin, it's just got to go back to normal after all that stretching. Yeah, I did lose quite a chunk. 8 inches is a lot to lose quick as well. So I do need to shrink a bit and grow into my body. Yeah, that's the only thing when you lose a lot of weight. To be honest with you though, people, I didn't even know I was fat. I mean, I looked at my videos, I know I was quite well built, but I didn't know I was fat. Yeah, I didn't know that I was unhealthy. I didn't know I was obese. I didn't know I was clinically obese. I mean, even though I was muscly, yeah, really muscly, my waist was 43 inch. 43 inch, that's massive. Yeah, it's 35 now, and it's still too big. They say out of a 34 inch on a tape measure is obese, believe it or not. So I've still got at least an inch to go, but I want to get down to a 30 inch waist, and then when I am down to that, yeah, just watch this space, because then I'm going to start getting shredded and build muscle. Yeah, but you can't do both. You can't lose weight and build muscle. It's impossible unless you're on drugs. Yeah, which we won't go there because I don't like drugs. I won't take them. Right. So I've got to do it natural, hard way. Yeah. But it's always best way, people, because you've got more longevity. To be fair, yeah. There's a lot of people that were massive when I was a kid, and you should see them now. I'm not naming any names, I'm not shaming them, but they all took steroids and they're all absolutely knackered. Not all of them, a lot of them. And I used to get some stick when I trained for being natural, yeah. When are you gonna grow? When are you gonna grow? Yeah. When I'm ready. I'm still growing. You gotta look at the longer picture, longevity, yeah. It's all about health. This is why I'm sacking all weights now and making training better for joints and stuff. In my next 10 year, Now, what I've learnt with that exercise is that right there is actually better than training with a bar. Yeah. Because as soon as you get tired, that bar just starts to drop. Whereas with bands, you can control it still, even though you're tired and you've got that tension all the time. Yeah. So it's not progressive overload, it's progressive tension that you're using, and that's what builds muscle, people, yeah? Don't let anybody think, right, that you have to pile £1 million on your weights to build muscle, right? Go look at some of the strongest guys in the world, yeah? They're big, but they're fat. It doesn't build muscle, yeah? If you want to build quality muscle, you have to train that muscle under tension, yeah? And it's tension is the key, yeah? You can create your own tension, that's tension right there. Yeah, but you can't create tension with weights. You create resistance with weights. And the two are completely different. Right, let's set these. Set the back. Another thing I should have told you about when you set your back is you do the hip hinge. Yeah. You don't just bend over, so you hip hinge. It's a safe way to do it, yeah. And you keep your backside stuck out all the time. So pull with your lats. So you're not pulling with your arms, you're pulling with your lats and your arms are following, yeah. Seven, one more. Big squeeze. And slow release. Right, so we're on the last exercise, yeah. The other bands are a bit too long to fit in room, so I've had to put a red band on knots on these things here, but whatever you could do to make it work, it's face pulls, yeah. The red band is a bit heavy for face pulls, but I've got no else, so off we go, yeah. So get the tension on and literally pull to your face and pass. Of them. That's the last set I'm going to do. Yeah, you do 2 more sets, but that's just not ideal for me. Yeah, I'm going to find another way to do it because it's too heavy for this damaged shoulder and it probably won't work in anyway, right? So that's it, people. That's a back and trap workout, some upper shoulders, just by using bands. Yeah, you don't have to train in gym. So if you don't like gym, get on this channel and learn how to train with bands. Yeah, we're learning together. Yeah, I don't use bands. I'm just learning like you. Yeah, but I'm just putting that knowledge what I know in gym to bands and making it work, yeah. Right, see you later, yeah, when we'll do another fantastic session another day, yeah. Have a good weekend.